Hey folks, before I start this video, just know that there is a Substack link in the description of this video. So if you want to research this on your own, especially if you're connected to any kind of low income uh, clinic, you can research this on your own and hopefully join in on this class action. So, while this story may not be a major win for those fed up with drug companies, it is another hit to their near impenetrable armor. A district judge threw out a class action suit against companies that produce insulin and similar products, but the second district says that the case can move forward. What this does is make sure that these companies can be held accountable for their pricing schemes, which is what is necessary to start stopping them from constantly raising prices in the U.S. while other nations get steep discounts. It is a small victory, yes, but it allows people the chance to call them out in court if they follow the same steps. Major drug companies have bought and paid for so many politicians, so they do not have laws going after them for steep prices of life saving drugs. The courts are one of the few areas anyone has to take them on, as they do not care about public opinion. In his first term, President Trump worked to make prices lower, as have a few other folks. But this just helps to get them in line with what the people of this nation need to not go bankrupt and stay alive. While many drugs are overused, insulin is one of those drugs that people need. While many think it is just for those who have gotten overweight, there are many that get diabetes that are very much in shape. There have even been high caliber athletes that have been sidelined with this disease. Now, look, folks, hit like and subscribe if you want to hear the news that rarely gets put out there for you to find out about. So, let's get into what exactly this lawsuit is.
Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself.
So, if you want to look this up in my Substack, which by the way, hit like and subscribe on that one. I'm usually posting something on there for people to research. And this is from Vital Law. And here's what the court found. The Second Circuit has concluded that a putative class action brought by two federally funded health clinics against a group of drug manufacturers plausibly pleaded a horizontal price fixing scheme under Section 1 of the Sherman Act. The appellate court first held that Supreme Court's decisions in Astor USA Incorporated versus Santa Clara County and Illinois Brick versus Illinois did not bar the clinics from bringing their claims. Next, the Second Amendment complaint proposed that the plaintiffs sufficiently pleaded parallel conduct that contributes to an interference of a horizontal price fixing conspiracy. Finally, the plaintiffs pleaded sufficient plus factors to support their allegations of a conspiracy. Thus, a federal district court judgment dismissing the suit and denying leave to amend was vacated, and the case remanded for the district court to grant plaintiffs leave to file their Second Amendment complaint. Mosaic Health versus Sanofi-Aventis U.S. LLC. This allows people to go after them in this class action that was brought by two low-income clinic organizations. One is Mosaic Health in the state of New York, and the other is Central Virginia Health Services, both with patients that need the insulin to lead normal lives. Sanofi-Aventis, Eli Lilly, Novo Nordisk, and AstraZeneca will all dominate the production and sale of these drugs together. They decided that they were going to limit who got the mandated by law low income discount, which raised their profits and hurt many low income folks. it is not a good thing, especially considering that many get diabetes because of genetics, not because of lifestyle. One of the things that will be interesting as the case moves forward, there will be some discovery. They have to send information to the folks that brought the lawsuit, which is both Mosaic Health and Central Virginia. Now, like I said before, it's not a major victory, but it's enough of one that this class action will have ripple effects across the U.S. when it comes to the price of drugs. What these companies did was they decided that the mandated discount, which is, I think it cuts it down to just the manufacturer's price, that what the law said was who gets the discount. They ignored that. They said that they were going to limit it even further. Well, these two health companies got together and said, nope, not going to deal with it. And they took them to court. Well, this has been going on for a few years now. But now the Second Circuit has said, hey, you're going to hear the lawsuit. Now, there will be a whole lot of slowing down of the lawsuit and all that. But here's what you can do. If you have to have insulin, this is something to keep watch of. Also, make sure that your member of Congress knows about this lawsuit and is paying attention to what this does. What they hear in court will allow them to shape laws that will help their constituents. Maybe it's time that the people start talking to their members of Congress and make sure that their members of Congress are not taking money from the drug companies. I know some of these folks are bragging, oh, I don't take money from executives or the companies themselves. Yeah, that's getting a little nitpicky because they're still getting money and you know that they're listening to these drug companies. So pay attention to what's going on and you can help yourself and help your neighbors with this. I thought I'd bring this to your attention. Like I said before, hit like and subscribe. It will really help me out. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. So, folks, that's the story that I wanted to bring you on this video. And I just wanted to say thank you again for coming by. Well, hit like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff if you don't mind. Help me out. So, y'all have a good day now. Bye.